Hi, guys. Welcome back
Hello.
to Our Daddy's a Donor. We're your hosts. I'm Carly,
I'm Riley.
and it's spoopy season.
Ooh.
And we're in costumes.
Here we are.
I'm a pickle,
I'm a cowboy.
and hopefully, we're going to have costumes for the rest of the month.
How many do we need? Like 4 more? 3 more?
I don't know. What is the date? So 1, 2, 3.
That's not bad.
3 more.
Well, it's kind of hard for me to get costumes when I've been the same thing for Halloween for 6 years. So,
Yep, that's
we're cut.
Yep, you should
Cutting it
do something
slim.
about that. This week we have, oh my God, English.
What do we have?
We don't have anything. The stories that we're doing this week are from the titles. They don't sound that great. So starting off spoopy season with just sadness.
That's okay.
Even though I love spoopy season, but we'll do more research and find some fun stuff. I was hoping we could like find something that was like spooky, but I feel like that doesn't really go with what we're doing. But maybe we'll get lucky and find some ghost stories or something. I don't know.
Ooh.
That would be fun.
That'd be fun, yeah.
Yeah. Look what I got.
What is that?
It's kombucha by Pudgy Pigeon. They're a like local place in Toronto, and I do social media for someone that sells their stuff. So I stocked up on some stuff. And it's pretty good. It's like a sour one.
Is it like beer?
No, you don't know what kombucha is?
I think so.
It's like a fermented fruit thing, kind of. I don't really understand. It's not alcoholic as far as I know.
Oh.
I guess technically because it's fermented, there might be like alcohol in it, but
Whoa.
like kind of
Okay,
like beer, but
yeah,
it's
I
not.
think I've heard of it. But the bottle was throwing me off. It looked like a beer bottle.
Oh,
Oh, cute.
right?
Pudgy Pigeon. That's a funny name for that.
I know, it's cute. Anyways,
I just have my water.
I left mine in my car when I was pulling all my plants in, and I don't really want to go get it. So
Yeah, Carly just got like a whole field of plants, and I'm kind of jealous.
I literally just like got a jungle. I think there's like 20 something in there. I'm going to sell some.
That many?
Yeah, the boxes have like at least 6 or more in each of the boxes, and I have 2 boxes and then like 6 big boys.
Oh my gosh. You sent me that Snapchat and it literally looked like you were standing outside in a forest. I was so jealous.
I was so excited. There's more, I think. Yeah. I think there's more back at the golf course, so I might see if I can go steal some more.
If I leave now, I could be there by tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
We're both crazy plant ladies, so the fact that Carly just got all of these free plants, makes me very jealous.
You have more than your house than I do, though. David was even like, David was like, we don't have room for this. And Mom was like, we're making room. And right now they're quarantining in my half bath and my spare bedroom.
You have a lot of room. You know, I think you just need more like shelves.
I know. I should fill this whole back wall.
Oh, why not?
Yeah. What am I doing?
Then you'd only be able to put little plants on it. So you could like hang some.
Yeah. I have so many small ones that I just got. I could get like a wide shelf, like 10 inches.
Oh, yeah. Or those, like a nice, have you seen those corner shelves? That would look nice right there.
Yeah, I got this nice corner right here and another corner right there. Oh my God, I can't with this thing. All right.
Looks like it's trying to swallow you.
It's pretty big.
I could have worn my unicorn. That would be a lot, though.
Oh, you have to.
I don't know if it
the
would
last
fit.
The last day. Just deflate it a little bit.
A little bit? Ugh.
So you can get back there and then just pop it back up.
Okay. Can you imagine how loud that would be?
Yeah, you'd start moving it, just swish around.
I know. It'd be like whoosh, 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 whoosh.
That's okay.
I don't know how I'd get any of this stuff in there. Oh well, I'll figure it out.
We'll do a test.
That's so funny.
All right, are you ready to get into it?
Let's get into it.
Do it.
Do it.
Um,
Is that something John Cena says?
you can't see me.
Oh,
That's what he says.
he says that you can't see him.
He goes, "You can't see me. You can't see
Does
me."
he?
Yeah, John Cena. Yeah,
I'm thinking of the wrong person.
I have no idea who you're thinking
I
of. The
really
Rock.
like that pickle. Oh, I don't know. I really like the pickle though.
Pretty comfy.
Making me hungry.
Okay. Sorry. What is going on? Cancel. Okay, this one's called or titled, and it was just posted 20 days ago.
Hmm.
I just found out I'm donor conceived and my parents are denying they knew from the start. Yeah.
Sounds like somebody we know.
So I'm 25 years old and was raised as an only child with zero indication of being donor conceived. I knew my parents had infertility issues for years and they had me in their early 40s. They've always been very open about their struggle and referred to me as their miracle baby. My mom started a
Hmm.
23andMe account for me when I was in middle school since I had a ton of chronic health problems growing up, and she wanted to know my genetic health history in case it would help the doctors figure out what's going on. I remember her having me collect the sample but never thought anything of it and never had any access to the account at all. Fast forward to 1 week ago, where she looks at the account out of the blue while I'm at her house, finds out I have two half siblings trying to connect to me, and immediately decides to tell me that I have siblings and was conceived of a sperm donor. This was an overwhelming shock, and I still have not emotionally wrapped my head around any of this. When I confronted her about the dishonesty and how confused I was, she said that the doctors mixed donor sperm with my dad's sperm as a way to make the sperm stronger and increase the chance of pregnancy. Did we already read this one?
I know we read one like it. I don't know if we read this one exactly.
Okay. She said that neither her or my dad ever considered I was born of the donor and always believed my dad was my bio dad. She said that after I was born, both of them completely forgot that they used a donor and never once thought about it again during the 25 years I've been alive. I'm having such a difficult time accepting the reality of this whole situation. Oh no, we couldn't have. It's 20 days ago. Duh.
I mean, we could have.
No. I was thinking we read it like in the first like podcast or two. That was 2 months ago. So
Oh. Oh.
Um, I'm having such a difficult time accepting the reality of this whole situation and still feel like it's a bad dream or I'm making all of this up in my head. It's really impossible for me to believe my mom's story that she was in the dark about all of this. It's adding salt to the wound because I feel like it's deception on top of deception and that I've been lied to for my whole life. My question is, from everyone's experience with this, is her story even a possibility? Did doctors mix sperm and do parents just never consider that their child is conceived of the donor? My head feels so blurred, so I'm trying to make sure I'm not jumping to any conclusions because I'm feeling so upset. I appreciate any opinions and or advice. P.S. I'm so thankful for groups like this because I feel like reading all of your experiences is the only reason I'm maintaining any sanity right now. Well, we already know that, yes, doctors do apparently do that, but
They do.
I think it's very naive of her parents to think that it couldn't have been the donors. Like, that's weird.
Why would they even do it if they didn't think that was a possibility, though?
I don't know. Well, I think they thought it was a possibility, but they were just like, nah, probably not. Like,
Uh,
um,
that's what my parents did. They gave it a whole mix.
yeah, which still seems weird to me because if the sperm's not working, what's the point?
Yeah, I
In
know.
hopes that it might work? Like, I'm confused.
Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to ask. My
Yeah.
mom probably doesn't even know. She probably just did it. She's like, "Yep. Well, we'll see what happens."
Yeah, we should do some research on that and see, like, what the
Because obviously,
probability is.
if they're at the clinic, they know they need to be at the clinic because it's not going to work.
I mean, it's also the 90s. Who knows what the fuck was going on?
That's true. I mean, did they expect to get like a super baby? I don't know for mixing that. Like what?
Um, this person said, like, this is the top comment. Not that there's a ton of comments, but
Mm-hmm.
I was born in the 90s and my parents told me an identical story to OP's, except I found out myself. I think denial is a powerful drug and they didn't want to think I could be anyone else's besides my dad's. That's true.
That is true. Yeah. Yeah, but I think you just gotta like
Oh,
accept it though.
yeah. So, okay, here's two more comments I want to read. This person said, oof, my parents also called me a miracle baby and claimed they forgot they used a sperm donor. I don't buy it. And then when the OP asked about like the sperm donor mixing, This person also
Mm-hmm.
said, yes, they did do sperm donor mixing at some point in the past. I'm guessing most parents were naive and wishful in thinking that the husband's sperm would be the one that won. I think your mom definitely knew, though, hence the 23andMe test. She was probably just in denial a bit. Unfortunately, it was doctors' advice in the 90s for parents to not tell the donor conceived offspring that they were donor conceived. Most parents just went home and try not to think of it again. If they ignore it, it goes away, right? And then someone replied, the whole wishful thinking about donor sperm strengthening the husband's sperm is just that, wishful and not based on facts or evidence. It's solely to give the parents plausible deniability.
Rude.
Right.
I don't like that the doctor's telling him like, "Hey, don't tell this kid."
I know.
I think
Um,
they should. I think they should have given them like a book that when the
yeah.
kid is like a certain age, they can like read the book and like figure it out. Because sometimes parents aren't very good at explaining that stuff.
Oh, no, definitely not.
Mm.
That's why we have to write a book.
Right? We should. I'm not very good at writing, but I can read. So
That's why
how
David's mom's doing it for us.
is she still?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I just haven't edited it anywhere.
That's cool.
Um,
I like the idea of that. That's going to be really cool.
okay, I'll read this last little comment thread. So this person said, I just can't imagine being in a position where you're that naive. Maybe I'm just chronically curious person, but it would drive me insane to never know. I'm so sorry you experienced something similar. I was always proud to be known as their miracle baby. Now I'm not so sure. And then someone responded to that. That was the OP, sorry.
Mm.
And then someone responded to the OP. Me too. I was told the captivating story of how after my two sisters, my parents were too poor to have kids, resulting in my dad getting a vasectomy. Years later, they decided they wanted another baby, so they reversed the vasectomy. It failed the first two times, but on the third time I made it through. The miracle baby. I told so many people that story and was so proud of it. Now it makes me sick to think about. As the journey goes on, you remember one other things too. One thing that has always stuck with me is my mother pointing out my physical features I inherited from my dad and his side of the family. Anything to sell the lie. These people are really bitter.
Ooh,
Hey. Mm,
too poor to have another baby? Isn't having a baby from like donor conceived like
no, they were too poor to have the baby, so they had a vasectomy, and then they did a reverse vasectomy when they had money again.
eh, that's weird. Okay.
Well, but they probably don't believe in abortion. So they
Oh.
probably were like, if we get pregnant, we're having a baby and we can't afford this,
Oh, those
especially in the
people.
90s.
Right. Hmm. Abort mission.
Those people.
Those people.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, yeah, a lot of these people sound like a little bitter. I mean, I get it. I was definitely bitter to my mom, but I think I just
Mm-hmm.
got over it. I was bitter to my mom not telling
Yeah.
me. I'm not like in this
Yeah.
where these people are at. They're very bitter.
Yeah. And did they even go through it? The people that are being so bitter, are they just being bitter just
Go
because?
through what?
Like, are they sperm donor
Oh, yeah, yeah.
babies?
This is all sperm. This is all donor conceived people.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
they were
yeah.
just random people like commenting, being bitter. I was like,
No.
oh, okay.
No, they're like bitter at their parents for lying to them, basically, and haven't gotten over it.
Mm,
But
yeah,
yeah,
I could maybe see that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I get it, but I
It
don't know.
depends how the parents went about it.
Yeah,
Like you had absolutely no idea, but I
yeah,
had like I didn't know what was going on, but I knew something was up. So that's why I feel like I'm a little more, eh, I'll get
yeah.
over
I
it.
mean, I'm over it now.
Yeah,
I'm an now too.
yeah. I'm an eh. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine.
Um, so this next one is also just crappy one,
A
but
bitter one? Is everybody being bitter
I
in the
don't know if it's like
comments?
bitter, but you know what? I'm tired and I'm in a bad mood, so
Good.
we're just gonna put everyone in a bad mood.
Perfect.
I'm
Fine with
just
me.
kidding. I'm just kidding. So this one was posted 2 months ago, and it's called "Rejection of Biological Parents." And also, I haven't read any of these, so I'm just going based off the titles.
Okay.
So we just hope for the best.
Okay.
Um, so I've been really struggling with the fact that I lost all connections with my bio dad and his family. His partner and brother think it's weird that he was speaking to me and wanting some sort of relationship. They told him he was just a sperm donor. He also raised his partner's child since she was young. I feel like I've read this, but I don't know if I've read it on here.
I don't think you have.
Yeah, okay, tell me if you recognize it because I think I've read it to myself before, like weeks ago.
Okay.
They told him he was just a sperm donor. He also raised his partner's child since she was young and is fully integrated into his family. Meanwhile, I'm biologically related to him, yet I'm not allowed to have any communication or relationship to him or his family. I think that he raised her as his own, as incredible, and that he's a really good guy. I just don't understand why I have to be completely left out. I don't have a great relationship with my mom and most of her family. I only had an amazing relationship with my grandma, and she died 2 years ago, 2 months before I did Ancestry and found him. Lots of them are very gossipy, and everyone tells me how brave my mom is for becoming a SMBC, mom, single mom, BC. I don't know what BC is. I'm
Before
assuming just,
child?
I don't think that makes sense. Always becoming, no, because it's,
Before
you can't,
cookies.
you can't be before child because then you're not a mom. It was like throwing random crap out there, eh? Single mom before Christ. SM,
Choice? Could the last.
by
Could,
choice, by choice.
oh, there we
Single mom
go.
by choice. Good job, good job.
I feel like we're playing charades.
I know. There we go. She hasn't dealt with the fact that she had to use a donor and has placed everything on me. She can't even say the word sperm donor still. I feel like I have no one. All I wanted growing up was my dad to be around. I wanted him so bad. I don't believe she had the right to use an anonymous sperm donor to have me just because she wanted a child. I wish she used a known donor or co parented. I don't even think I needed him in the traditional dad role, but just to have him at family events and around generally. I've dealt with the loss of communication with his family through trying to forget about him. Last night, I couldn't stop thinking about everything and had a low key mental breakdown. I've been crying all day and I hate this. I wish I wasn't donor conceived, even though I truly love our community. I have amazing two half siblings, but I'm struggling myself and struggling with how to have relationships with them when we found each other in our 20s. Nothing is getting better. How does anyone deal with any of this? Sorry, this is a rant, but thank you for reading and hearing me out. I feel bad for them because, like, we have dads, so we didn't have to deal with this. But
Yeah.
I mean, and it sucks to be bitter at your mom for like being a single mom by choice. But I mean, I'm hoping that she didn't give this person like any less of a childhood than they would have gotten. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if they had a mom and a dad, you don't always need a mom and a dad. Like, some people have
No,
two
yeah.
moms, some people have two dads, some people only have a dad,
Mm-hmm.
some people do the
That's
best they
true.
can.
Yeah.
So I think being a little um, bitter towards her for that is like, I don't know. It feels a little childish, maybe.
Yeah. Does it say how old they are?
No, it just says they found each other in their 20s. So I'm assuming
Mm,
somewhere in their 20s. They could be like early 20s. So they could just still be like
yeah.
immature, kind of emotionally immature. Um, but let me see. So, top comment. I'm so sorry you're going through this. Your feelings are entirely valid and you're not alone. I imagine it's an incredibly saddening and frustrating situation to be in. Your mom doesn't sound supportive. You can't communicate with your bio family and your extended social family are equally unsupportive. Grief can be something that stays with us forever. Some days are easier than others. Do you have access to a counselor where you live? Sometimes it cannot be easy to process these big emotions on our own. And then they actually asked if they're in the donor conceived Facebook group.
Ooh.
It's more active than this subgroup, yeah. And it also is private, which is a far safer space to discuss feelings around DC stuff, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I just don't like that they can't have communication with like the donor dad.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That's not fair to the kid.
Oh, okay. So here's like they explain a little bit more. So someone asked them to elaborate on the below comments. So the part where they said she hasn't dealt with the fact she has to use a sperm donor and has placed everything on me, and she can't even say the word sperm donor still. So OP replies, where they said she can't say the word sperm donor. She struggles to, I guess, acknowledge that he exists, and with the fact that she used a sperm donor, so she can't even like accept the fact that she used one,
Mm.
which is
I
weird.
don't like that.
And then yeah, like why did you do it then? And then
Yeah.
the other part was she always wanted to be in a relationship and have a child together, so just having me has never been enough. She placed her guilt and shame of using a donor on me, so I grew up feeling bad about it and shame for wanting to know my paternal side of my family. So that's weird.
I don't like that.
Just sounds like she decided to have a baby to like have somebody around and then
Yeah.
like is almost blaming them for them not being happy or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't like that.
Don't have
Yeah.
babies to fix your life.
Yeah. That's not going to fix anything. That's just like when people stay married because they have a kid. No, don't do
Mm-hmm.
that either.
You can't buy things to fix yourself. You need to go to therapy
I don't know. Sometimes I buy stuff on Amazon. It makes me feel better.
for like a day.
No, I still have my chocolate. It makes me feel good every time I eat
Okay, that
it.
one's different.
That is different. I don't even know if I told them on here. So there's this.
Don't buy people.
Don't buy people, just buy chocolate. That's
Yeah,
that's the
we're gonna make a T-shirt that says
that's the
that.
tip of the day. Yeah, there's this chocolate in Canada that I think you can only get in Canada. It's Arrow, and we found like the little tiny ones, like little tiny, but it's a bag
They're
that's
like
like,
bubbles.
yeah, the bag is like what, 2 pounds or something.
I think
I
so.
don't know. It's a huge bag, but I found it on Amazon and I ordered it, and now I'm just like eating one piece of chocolate every day. It's gonna last me probably a while. I love it.
If anybody wants to send her chocolate,
Only the
she
Arrow
likes those
chocolate.
ones.
Those ones.
And the fuck were those cookies? The PC get decadent
Oh,
cookies.
I had one of those the other day too.
I need to go
And
get some for
the
myself. They're
one,
so good.
the one Arrow chocolate that you gave me that we didn't try when I was there, that
The
I tried it.
truffle.
You get it.
I don't remember what it was. I just know it was truffle. There's
It
tons
was
of
it
different
was the
truffles.
truffle cherry.
Okay.
There was like cherry in it. I would get it again. 10 out of 10. Love it. But I don't like that
Uh,
lady. She needs to relax.
yeah, she sounds like she doesn't hold herself accountable for things.
Like the whole
Mina like
process is like pretty, like going through it
extensive.
probably is,
Yeah.
yeah, it's long. So I mean the fact that she's not even admitting that she did it is a little suspicious.
Yeah. Unless somebody just
Or
turkey basted her.
yeah, it could be. You could do that. I
But there's
think
other siblings, so probably wasn't that.
that's true. My mom was telling me that her and my dad were like thinking of having like one of their friends do it
No.
before. They had like all these different options. Like they were gonna adopt. They were gonna all these different things.
I say no to that.
I agree.
I would not have a friend do it as much of a friend as they were. Because they would
Really?
always feel, I don't know, they would always feel like they're part of that child. Like, that's my
That's
kid.
true.
And they have to see them. Like, say it was my best friend Scott, who's gay.
I was gonna say
Say,
Scott too.
yeah, like, say it was Scott. So, and even if Scott never wanted kids, that Scott's a big part of my life. He would see that kid all the
Mm-hmm.
time. I think if it was like a last resort, maybe I would ask him. And like,
Mm-hmm.
I would think that Scott has decent DNA, but like, it's
Mm-hmm.
nothing against him at all. I just wouldn't, I don't think
Is
I
it
would
just because
want.
he's your friend and he would see the kid?
Yeah, I would feel like he would maybe feel too connected to the child, like in a way
Mm-hmm.
like that, like that's my kid. Like I feel like it would be hard to differentiate. Like, no, this is not your kid. This is my partner's kid. Well, but no, it's
Yeah.
like half my blood. Like I think it would be weird. I don't think
Yeah,
I could
that
do
would
it.
be weird. Yeah, I think after a while, even if they in the beginning they were like, "Oh no, this is your guys' kid," I think after the kid got older and they kind of like saw the kid growing up, because obviously
Mm-hmm.
they're your friend, it might like trigger something and be like, "Eh, I don't know if I should have done that."
It started to look like them.
Yeah, what if it looked exactly like them?
No, couldn't do it. Could not do it. I guess that'd be a way to like ensure that Scott's always in my life, though.
That's true. Make sure he sticks around.
Yeah, you ain't leaving me, bitch. He's stuck
I
around
got,
this long. I don't think
I
he's going
got your
anywhere.
kid. Yeah.
We've been friends for like 28 years or 28, 24 years. So
Oh, I was like 28 that long.
28, probably even longer than 24, to be honest.
Hmm. That's
Long
cute.
time. All right. So our last one is also, I'm assuming, sad.
Oh,
This
a
one's not
Debbie
really a
Downer.
story. I know. We're just going to be really sad after this, but it's fine because I'm going to take a nap
Yeah, me
and then
too.
study and eat some food.
Oh yeah.
This one's not a story. This one's just like a Redditor wrote.
What are you doing?
I'm just trying to see. My
With
glasses are a little. These are
Carly's wearing glasses, but she took them off to see.
they're blurry.
No, I'm kidding.
They're dirty.
They look
Um,
cute though. I like them.
Thank you. So this one was written 4 months ago, and it's basically like a letter to their donor who they never met because they died, I guess. So I don't know if it's like a real letter they wrote to someone or it's just like more of like a poem, but not a poem. Just I don't know. I don't know if it's fictional, not fictional, or what. But I just found it, and I thought it kind of fit the theme of like bad connections. So we're just going to read it and be sad about it.
Okay.
Oh, and maybe our donor can answer some of these questions. That would be cool.
Oh yeah.
He can send us a thing and we can read them next time. Because
Yeah.
it's like I'll just go into it, but it's like a letter that they wrote and it's like, why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? Kind of thing.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
oh, I gotta yawn. Like, I'm turtling up in here.
Oh yeah, you do look like a Ninja Turtle like that. That would be a cute costume. Wait, you actually do. Oh yeah, I like that.
It's got like eyes on it.
Oh, or a piece of lettuce.
Okay. Or a cucumber, because they're the
Oh
same thing.
yeah. Look at you.
Okay. Trigger warning, mention of suicide. So this is called Dear Donor. That's all it's called. So, Dear Donor, I'm on a plane writing a letter to a dead man who I've never met, nor who has any idea who I am. How did I get here? Where did I start? I'm not mad at you for donating. If it wasn't you that contributed to 50% of my DNA, it would have been the next 22-year-old graduate student with an O blood type. The truth is, I don't know how I feel about you. Some of the stuff I've learned is unsettling, but I know it's not fair to judge a man for his actions from 13 plus years ago that he can no longer speak on. When I think about you, my mind wanders. I start asking myself questions that I know I'll never have the answers to. Why did you donate? Was it for college beer money? A way to pay for a night out with your friends? Was it for fun? Or a way to be sure you'd procreate given your condition? Did you tell anyone? Surely, after donating for years, making various trips to the clinic, someone had to have known. Maybe your mother, father, college roommate? Or did you simply just donate without ever thinking twice? A mindless act, not ever fully grasping what you were creating. What about as you got older? Did you think about us then, or were we left in your past? What about on your last day, the day you took your own life? Oh, sorry. We're going to have to put a trigger warning on this one.
Oh yeah.
The day you took your own life, we had to have been the last thing on your mind. Could you ever imagine a world where mail and DNA tests were so common that it would be so simple to track you down? If so, have you still donated? Oh, sorry. If so, would you have still donated? Did you ever regret donating? I'm not naive. I know I wasn't a second thought. Deep down, I know that. You were helping what you presumed was a happy couple and had no obligation to me. That does not change the way I feel about your suicide. The questions above will always be unanswered, and that is not fair to me. I feel I'm entitled to not only your medical history, but to your motives, intentions, and insight, even if it's not what I wanted to hear. But you took that from me. You took that from me and at least 9 plus other offspring who carry half your DNA. I've seen pictures of you. Some make me sick to my stomach. Some I would even go as far as saying they repulse me. However, others I feel connected to you. I feel like part of me now makes sense. I see parts of myself in you. I feel like we may even be more alike than any of my other family members, but I'll never know. I'll never know what made you, you. I'll never hear your voice. For some reason, I am dying to know what it sounded like. I'll never know your passions, fears, or desires. I know you had demons, and for that, I am sorry. I am sorry that you are suffering alone. I'm sorry that you couldn't find serenity here. I'm sorry that the thought of your offspring finding you one day and possibly writing a letter to you wasn't enough motivation to keep you alive a little longer. I do not hate you. I am at peace with who you are. At times, I feel like a piece of me is missing, and maybe there's no changing that. However, I know we would have been friends if you allowed, and that is good enough for me. I hope you're at peace as well. Thank you. They said the name, so I'm not saying the name. Love
Mm-hmm.
always. That was sad.
Did you hear the beginning how they said something about a graduate student?
Yeah, so they were saying like if you hadn't donated, it would have been just another 22-year-old graduate student.
That why are they all like that though? Why
Because
is
they
that
probably put the
becoming a
clinics right
common
there.
thing? I wonder.
I know.
I should go see how close the one is that my parents use to the.
Yeah, we should.
It would be the U of M, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa, that's weird. I wonder if they have that. They have to have that all like programmed out. Then they have to. They know what they're doing.
probably. I'm just going to read one comment from
Mm.
this. This one said, "Can you give me some advice? You can simply not respond if you don't want to answer, and I won't take advice or take offense. I'm not sure who to ask. I joined this group because I wanted to understand the experience of the donor conceived population. My husband and I are desperate to be parents, but my eggs are no good. We are unable to conceive with my eggs. We are going to conceive our children with an egg donor. What are some things you wish had been different in your experience as someone who is donor conceived?" And then OP responded, "I cannot express how impressed I am with this. I wish my mother would have thought the same way. The fact that you're considering your future child's feelings about this shows so much about you and your heart. I didn't find out until I was donor conceived until I was 27. I had already had a child of my own. I wish my parents would have told me much sooner. I also think that all donor conceived conception should be through open donors. A child has the right to know where their DNA comes from and should have access to all this information. When I found out at 27, memories from my past I started seeing differently. Moments where my mother would say how much we looked like her or commenting on traits that were from her side of the family in front of my social father. That made me see her in a different light. Also, she picked donors on blood type alone. That was the only factor she considered. My dad is Middle Eastern and my sister's donor was blonde hair, blue eyes. I think that was pretty inconsiderate of her and probably made my dad feel like a sore thumb.
Mm.
So, yeah, a lot to think about when they are picking. Like, at least our parents tried to pick someone that looked like our dad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's kind of, I mean, it's a little shitty to just be like,
That one.
I'm going to pick someone that's not looking anything like you so that they're going to question their ethnicity and stuff, you
Well,
know?
obviously they're gonna know something's up then. That's kind of obvious.
Yeah, exactly. At least make it a little bit. Not that you should be hiding it anyways, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, if they both did, they just not care, both of them.
I guess not. She just cared that it was the right blood type that they
Mm.
wanted, I guess. I don't know. Probably so that if
Huh.
something happened, the dad could donate blood.
Oh.
Like their own,
Well.
dad. That's probably, I would assume, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it sucks. I don't know. It would have sucked to find out, like, if we had found out our donor and he was dead,
Mm-hmm.
that probably would have sucked.
I know. That would have been a little bummy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because at least we can ask him questions. But
So for like, this is a dumb question. For egg donating, can you still have the baby like yourself? Just use somebody else's eggs?
yeah, so they take the egg. I think this is how it works. They take the egg and they put the sperm in it, and then they place it inside your body.
Oh.
So,
So
like, if
you
I
still
say I
carry the
had,
baby, right?
yeah, you can, as far as I know.
Oh.
But say I had like there's such thing as like, and I don't know any like all this stuff, but there's like such thing as like a hostile uterus.
Mm.
So like when your baby gets or when you get pregnant, your body wants to terminate it because it's like a foreign object kind of thing.
Oh.
So another thing you can do is like take my own egg, take a sperm, pregnate the egg, and then put it in someone else. So then it's still my
Oh,
DNA,
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and they just carry it in their womb.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a surrogate kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking wild.
That's what the Kardashians do.
Yep.
Yep. Huh.
That's what Chloe did.
That's what Kim did too.
Yeah, Kim, but Chloe just did it not that long ago. It was on that new.
I know.
I don't watch the show, but I saw
Oh.
it posted on Instagram about their new show, The Kardashians. That's on Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just watched that one.
And then he was cheating on her
Yeah, but I mean, he was with the first.
again.
Yeah, he was with the first one too.
Yeah, but imagine going through like it's one thing to accidentally get pregnant or get pregnant on purpose,
Yeah.
but to go through all of that
Mm-hmm.
to get a surrogate and all that shit, and then still be cheating.
Mm-hmm. And he found out when they were doing the surrogate stuff. He knew that he had a baby.
He was cheating the night that he found out that they were pregnant.
Oh yeah.
He was with some chick, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm pretty sure he was out and about. Is the baby born?
Chloe's baby?
Yeah.
I don't think so yet.
Shit. I thought I saw something that he was out and about when the baby was born, but
Maybe, I don't know. I don't think so.
either way. Ooh, wild.
I know. People just need to relax.
Nice sad episode for everyone.
Yeah, I don't know. I like those ones.
I know. It makes me feel not this that it should, but it makes me feel like a little bit better about our situation. Not that I felt bad about our situation, but it like puts things into perspective and kind of like reminds you that we did get lucky. Like these ones just kind of remind us that we were lucky with the hand we were dealt, but
it could always be worse.
Yeah, we got lucky.
Could have been a murderer.
He's gonna be so annoyed that we keep saying that.
It's like every episode too.
Literally, I think this is episode 9. We probably said it 5 times.
Oh, at least.
We're almost on episode 10.
How
Already
exciting.
10 weeks.
We need like a
ODAD.
cake and balloons. like a 1 and a 0 balloon. Oh, you get one and I get the other one, and then we put it behind us. So then in the YouTube video.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, wait, that's cute.
Remind me. That's next week.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Okay.
We'll have some good stories for next week for our 10th episode.
Ooh.
Awesome. Anything else you want to say about that one?
Nope. Still got to wear outfits.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
I might have to go shopping.
Yeah, I might just look on Pinterest of different ways to paint my face.
Good call. If anybody has any recommendations for us, comment on the YouTube or
We
message
could,
us on Instagram.
we could, I don't
No,
know.
don't tell them anymore because we'll
Oh,
make it a
okay.
surprise.
Good thinking.
Anyways, we're so sorry that we gave you a sad episode and nothing happy. Hee hee.
Yeah,
Spooky
that's okay.
season. Deal with it.
Yeah, yeah. Next week will be good.
And tell them where they can find us.
Our Dad is a Donor on YouTube, on Instagram, I mean,
TikTok.
if you, TikTok, right? And we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Spotify, we're on Anchor, and our email is ourdiesdonor at gmail.com.
You
So
got
if
it.
you have any like fun stories, or if you just want to say, hey, you guys are cool, you could email us and let us know how cool we really are.
Yeah, I would like that. I
Yeah.
like my ego boosted every once in a while.
I love the stories like that we get from people.
I know, I want more.
I
And
know.
only 14 more days apparently until our episode comes out.
I'm nervous.
Me too. I hope it actually does come out next or when they said it does.
I know. I hope they don't put it out any earlier because I'm gonna be like,
I know, but I hope they also don't put it out any later because
yeah.
we've
It's
waited
been a
long
while.
enough. September or August,
So
end of
it was.
August. It's been a month and a bit. I guess that's normal. But I've
Yeah.
moved on with my life
Well, it'll be 2 full months, right?
by the time almost.
Sorry. Oh
Disgusting.
gosh, my hat was falling off.
Okay, time to go.
Okay, gonna go take a nap.
Yeah, it's nap time for us bitches.
Heck yeah, we sleepy.
Yep.
Oh, someone's vrooming outside.
Motorcycle baby.
I heard it.
All right,
Oh,
thanks so much for listening.
thanks.
We'll see you later.
Or
Count
not.
us down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.
Bye.